And now it's time for my featured artist of the week, and if anyone that knows my featured artist will know what this theme tune means. Everybody please give a big welcome to the wonderful Cheryl Nye. So how are you doing, Cheryl? Are you okay?
Hi, Kenny. How are you?
I'm very well.
Great. Thank you so much for having me on. And I love how you had the Bond theme playing for me. You're a man after my own heart.
Well, it's one of your dreams, I believe, to have a Bond song, isn't it?
That's right. It's my biggest dream to have one of my songs used as a Bond theme. Yes, definitely. And I also want to thank you and everybody at Loop Radio for always supporting all us independent artists. We really, really appreciate that. So thank you for that, too.
Thank you. That's what we do. You know, we got nothing else to do all day. You know, so all we can do is play music. So you're from Montreal. So is your main language French or?
No, my main language is English, but I can speak French too. Yeah, we live in a city that's basically about 80% French. Yeah, so most of the day thing is a lot of French. Yes. But
so how's your weather been there? Sorry.
Right now the weather's beautiful, a lot of sunshine, and it's just beautiful. But we always have really harsh winters, you know. So it's nice when finally summer comes. Everyone, you know, is on all the terraces, sitting outside and everything. So it's fabulous to have summer back.
So the first of your tracks is called La Manera en que Necesito que me ame. Is that right?
That's
or me am?
And it's you did that very well. Actually, it's the second track off my CD, and I actually have the English version called The Way I Need to Be Loved by You. But the reason why I did it in Spanish is that my mom always told me that I should, write a Spanish song because the instrumentation is always so beautiful in Spanish, the orchestration and everything. So I went ahead and I arranged one of my songs that way. But then I thought, why don't I go ahead and sing it that way? So I went and I sang it in Spanish, which is actually very close to French.
Yes.
Kind of. I've never taken Spanish lessons, but I had my dentist's wife do all the translation for me. And then when I was down in Nashville recording it, because I always go down to Nashville to record, the wife of my dentist actually sent me the lyrics, not the lyrics, but the translation, and I had to get the housekeepers to actually say it in a recording, so I would know. So finally, I had
Excellent.
out how to do it. And then at the end, when I actually recorded it, I went back to the housekeepers and I said, did I pronounce everything right? And they said yes. So it was quite a big deal to do that one together, you know.
Excellent. Let's have a listen. So this is what I just said before. This is the awesome Cheryl Nye and La Manera blah 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 blah.
Estoy sola, lágrimas queman mis ojos, pensamientos de ti me dejan herido en el interior. Estoy perdiendo mi corazón, amarte. Estoy esperando cambiar la manera, aunque necesito que me ames. La manera, aunque necesito que me ames. A veces a mi lado nos sentimos un mundo aparte. con libras de mi corazón. Estoy perdiendo mi corazón. Amarte. Estoy esperando cambie la manera, aunque necesito que me ames. La manera, aunque necesito que me ames. Siempre fue esto una necesidad en lo fondo de mi corazón. Pensé que tendría que permitirte esta noche. Estoy perdiendo mi corazón. Amarte. Estoy esperando cambiar la manera, aunque necesito que me ames. La manera, aunque necesito que me ames. Mi amor, estoy perdiendo mi corazón. Amarte.
That's La manera en que necesito que te amam. I think it's or something like that, something Spanish. If you just tuned in, I'm here with my special guest, the awesome Cheryl Nye, who's here with me in the studio. So Cheryl, what are your musical influences?
I think basically I've always been influenced by so many different styles rather than people. Like when I was growing up,
Okay.
all the time I would listen to country and classical and gypsy and just all kinds. And right now what I really focus on is sort of like the Bond sound, because as I mentioned before to you that my favorite music is the Bond music. So I think the orchestral pop like that has really influenced me.
Okay, you've got an interesting great grandfather, I understand.
Yes, I do. Actually, he painted portraits for Queen Victoria. And I only found that out a couple of months ago because my sister did genealogy, and we found out that we had like 135 British cousins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then on my mother's side, it's Hungarian, and we have my grandfather learned how to play violin from the Gypsies. So it's kind of a mixture of all different music going back on my mom's side and my dad's side. So it's interesting.
So you've always been a musical family then?
Kind of music, yeah. My grandfather used to have his own orchestra. It was basically gypsy music, gypsy orchestral. So a lot of my songs tend to have a little bit of that violin, sort of in, in feeling from my grandfather, basically.
A little bit of gypsy.
A little bit of gypsy in there.
So then, the next song we got of yours is No Stranger to My Heart. What's this one about?
No Stranger to My Heart is basically a very love song. It's basically about soulmates, because I believe in soulmates and twin flames and all that. So I just wanted to write a really romantic song. And that sort of was a little bit James Bond also. And what I always do is I write my songs on piano, and then I arrange them on GarageBand, which is a program on the Macintosh, and then I take them down to Nashville, and I use a producer called Mark Dreyer, and Mark Dreyer records everything for me, and we use some musicians that play for Taylor Swift and Bon Jovi and Jewel and Miley Cyrus, because they all live in Nashville, so it's easy to get these really good players. So I'm going to try to finish another project that I've been working on for quite a while in probably this fall or so, if I go down to Nashville.
Wow. So let's have a listen to No Stranger to My Heart from the awesome Cheryl Nye. That's awesome, Cheryl Nye and No Stranger to My Heart. I think that one's in a couple of languages, isn't it, Cheryl?
No, that one is just in English. Yeah, it's the
Okay.
which is in Spanish.
And is that something you're going to do in the future, do it in different languages, or was that just a one-off?
It was just, I tried doing it just for now. It was a little bit difficult because I had to go back and forth to the studio quite a bit time, and it took up more time. And
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'll do it again, but when I got my degree in music, I used to have to sing in Italian and Spanish and German and everything like that, so it sort of brought me back.
So you've got a degree in music, majoring in voice and piano.
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
And I think are you a bit of a baseball fan?
I love baseball, I love basketball, I love all kinds of sports. I used to play all kinds of sports all the time, and I love watching.
Okay. And you've also sung the national anthem at a few of these places, I think, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I've sung the anthem for the Montreal Canadiens, and I was a regular for the Montreal Expos. I did that about 7 times, and for the Montreal Impact, and for the Toronto Blue Jays, and Ottawa Senators. So I did it quite a lot. I actually did it last year for our basketball team. That was a lot of fun.
So maybe we could get you to come. Maybe we could get you to come down to Shepherd's Bush and do it to my local football team. That would be great.
That would be great.
So what have you got lined up for the future? What's the new plans for Cheryl Nye?
Well, I'm going to make more videos because I always make my own videos. I do my own photography, and I put it all together using a Mac program. And I'm probably going to go down to Nashville in the fall to finish off a project, another CD, which I've had in the works for about 2 years or so. Just it takes a long time to travel and everything like that. So I'll probably be doing that. So, and then I'm always doing a lot of promotions every day on different radio stations and everything. So that keeps me really busy. Plus, I get about 500 emails a day.
Wow. So where can we buy your music from?
You can look at my website, which is CherylNye.com, or you can get it at cdbaby.com/CherylNye, or at iTunes, or at Amazon. I even found it last night on Amazon.co.uk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but all the links are actually on my website, CherylNye.com.
Excellent. And I'm sure it's very reasonable. Reasonably priced music. So this last track we got from you is one that was in our top 30 a while ago, Eyes of a Stranger.
That's right. Yeah, it made, on your station, I was really happy it made number 1 3 times.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Eyes of a Stranger, huh?
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. And so is that for anyone special? Or about anyone special?
Well, actually, that song I sort of thought of having it like a Bond-type song. That was the one that I wrote quite a few years ago, one of my first songs that I thought would be good for like a Bond song. So I had the James Bond sound in my mind when I was doing it.
Right. So let's have a listen to this one from Cheryl Nye, and it's a track that we all love to hear, and it's called The Eyes of a Stranger.
Eyes
That's the theme to the brand new James Bond movie, Eyes of a Stranger. So I'm here with the awesome Cheryl Nye, my featured artist of the week, and that's gone really quickly.
Really fast, and so I want to thank Kenny, and I want to thank everyone at Loop Radio for always supporting me. I really, really appreciate that, and thank you for supporting all us independent artists. And I also want to tell you that I'm really honored to be played amongst all the artists that you play, because they're incredible artists, and I'm surprised that I haven't been hearing them on other stations, because they're just magnificent, and they're really nice people too. So I'm just honored to be played among them.
Well, we'd like to thank you for all the support you give us in Facebook and Twitter and other places where you always you like our photos and our things and everything. So we'd like to thank you for that. And we've been blessed, I think, here at Loop Radio to have such quality and such talent as people like yourselves and all the other people that upload tracks to us.
And happy 6-month birthday tomorrow.
Yes, we've got a birthday tomorrow, so we'll be here all day long. So I'm sure you will. Your track will be being played all day long tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
So that's all we've got time for the Cheryl Nye spot. I'd like to thank you for coming on, and I'd like to thank everybody for listening. Please give it up for the awesome Cheryl Nye.
Thank you very much.